What's up everyone, welcome to today's live stream. So I'm just getting the stream ready and prepared for you guys. I was a little bit late to start because there's so much going on right now. I'm just checking the market sentiment of what's happening, and of course I just want to chat to you guys about the current cryptocurrency market, how you guys are feeling, answer some questions today. So this will be a little bit shorter of a session. I'm trying to do a little bit shorter sessions before I burn out and die. So of course we're going to talk about the markets. We're going to talk about how you guys are feeling. We're going to take a look at some new stuff as well, maybe, and we're going to see what's going on. So welcome everyone to this channel. Let me get the channel chat started and displayed on here, and then we're ready to go. I'm also going to start tweeting about this. I will try to alert you guys on Twitter and on the Telegram groups that I'm going to enter and start a live stream. So this is something that I'm trying to do a bit more recently. I'm going on Twitter. So thank you guys so much for following me. I think I got 4K Twitters, 4K followers in the last, I think, 1 week. So thank you guys so much for following this. And of course, I'm going to start to tune up and try to improve these live chat sessions. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take a look at the market right now, and of course a few people were feeling a little bit sad. So shout out to everyone. Tell me guys how you're feeling right now in the chat, and then we'll have a discussion. Let me check out how to get this chat showing up on here. Perfect. So let's go for some shout outs. Thank you so much for your 2 quick donations, Tim Moore. So you're talking about XLM. I'll take a look. I'm not going to look at all the coins. I'm mostly going to talk about market sentiment. So we have, let's see, Daniel says, hi everyone. Greetings everyone. Thank you guys so much for watching. We have 500 people watching right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. And of course, thank you so much for joining in on this channel. And let's take a look. Just give me a second. I'm just gonna move the windows around a bit. I will be a little bit more geared towards just the market sentiment, Korean FUD, checking up what is happening, chats going live. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. So horrible, says Brian O'Connor, I sold my ICX and bought 600 later. Hey, hello, can you, says Michael Tran, can you look at Snowville? So we have smashed that like button. Yes, guys, please smash that like button. We got 65 likes. Let's get this stream heated up. Good to go. That is how we get energetic. Today is, Galactic Woman says, today is shopping day. Totally agree with you guys. Chad Hughes says, get me some Litecoin cheap. We also got Korean Jew trading. When you having me on Korean Jew, you did some really great videos on VeChain. Loving that stuff that you've been watching, man. I've been watching your channel a little bit as well, and you know, great to have you here and amazing time. So thank you so much. We got Marlon says horny. The market's making you horny, guys. That is one of the most epic comments there. We have Flavio saying, you are the man, bro. You are the man too, Flavio. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys. And let's chat about the market. So obviously we got a dip today. So we got Bitcoin dropping by 5%. We got Ethereum dropping by 11%. We got Ripple up a little bit, it's kind of maintaining because it's been on a free fall for the past few days. Bitcoin Cash. We got Stellar. Stellar is up 15%. So I guess people are very excited for Stellar. We got Dash down 7, Tron down, Neo. So I think a few people do have the right to be a little bit sad because the markets are down. So let's take a look at what's happening as well on Twitter. So I asked, you know, how everyone's feeling. I think the sentiment is twofold. I guess it depends how long you've been in the cryptocurrency space. If you've been here for a long time, we got markets coming back. But of course, we have the weekends and the time the weekend dip. So you guys want to watch out for that. We've seen that a few times. And of course, it does happen. So we got Aaron Victor saying, just opened a long-term position, done doing that shopping. Also want to reply to Con Crypto, says, waiting for your Walton Coin 3rd video. Yes, I have been super busy recently. I've been playing, I was pretty honest, I played a lot of video games back in December. I was just burning out a little bit. I did not feel like subtitling and getting a lot of subtitles done. I can tell you guys it is the biggest pain. So I will try to look into it. I'm gonna get it back. There were a few videos I published yesterday. One video that I really want to draw your attention to is the Waves one. So Waves is very, I think, forgotten about product. Like, this guy is a genius. So when I basically did a interview with this, and I just want to tell the Walton community as well, because this is how it brought up. This interview was done a while ago. I'm just in the process of processing a few videos right now that's in the backlog. This one, of course, is a little bit awesome in the sense that this guy is such a genius. I feel like this guy is like Vitalik's dad or something. Like, he feels like he's got this alien vibe to him. He's extremely smart. He wrote basically Waves platform from scratch, not based on Bitcoin. I think that's what impressed me the most in terms of technologies. High transaction throughput, basically the way they process transactions. If you go to the second half and just hear how they process transactions on that blockchain, I was like, oh my God, why aren't more people talking about this? So this is something that that's amazed me. I think it's just like Cardano, it really amazed me as well. So just take a look. The interview is a little bit dry. It's not getting that much attention because just the way the internet works, we all want to hear hype. But I just want to just put some positive energy towards these interview videos because they reveal a lot about what's happening to a project, what they're trying to build for, and what they're trying to do. And I think this is something I'm going to promote in this space, and especially because the markets are a little bit more dry. Because when the markets are dry, everyone's like, okay, let's take this as a learning experience. And I think it's good to talk about coins and start learning. I think that's really important. Learn about the technology, learn about where they're trying to go. Just don't just follow the hype. I saw a few YouTube videos yesterday. They're just like, oh, this is cheap. It's going, it's popped a few days ago, and it's got a lot of potential to pop again. I think those market sentiments, they're interesting to look at, but at the end of the day, it's all about the technology. Look really deep into that tech. Where will it be in 2-3 years? Because there is potentially going to be a Bitcoin bubble. We've been talking about this for a while. It's a matter of when there's going to be a massive crash on the cryptocurrency markets. This is a revolutionary technology. So you really want to pick out the Amazons, the Googles. Think about the internet market crash, like the internet crash boom, the dot-com boom, right? There were so many things. The internet is revolutionary, but you got to pick the right ones. You're going to pick the ones that have the future, the ones that are going to be standing 10 years. I've been promoting this for a while. This is what I think, of course, and I think I want to deliver value in the long run. So that's why I do interviews. That's why I look at these teams. That is why I'm bringing more people onto this channel. And of course, that's why I'm promoting events like the developer conference. So just to get things out of the way, the NEO Developer Conference, they're doing one in 18 days in San Francisco. So I got 10 tickets. So this is exclusive to everyone watching now. It's on the Boxmining community forums as well. If you guys want to look at different cryptocurrencies, talk to developers, learn more about a certain coin. Da Hongfei's going to be there, Eric's going to be there. I'm going to talk more about developer conferences, more about these events, engaging developers. That's how they're going to build the future. That's how decentralized apps are built. That's where you meet people too. So if you guys are in SF in San Francisco, do check that out. I have basically 10 free tickets I can give to everyone. Also, they want me to give away 40% discount tickets. I don't get anything from doing this. I'm just basically trying to say, hey, look guys, check out a developers conference. Also, if you're a developer, do apply. There's instructions free to get NEO tickets as well. If you're a developer, all you need to do is to open a GitHub account. They'll check it out, and you're going to try to encourage people to get into NEO. And I think this is something we can do in this space as well. Promote these events, get your developer friends, bring them to the blockchain. We're in dire need of developers. We need it because this is revolutionary. People just don't see it yet. This year, I think just so many people just saying, oh yeah, we need Solidity developers. I think 2 years, like not 2 years, probably 1 or 2 years experience, just really, really experienced in cryptocurrency development, and we just don't have that. So that's what I think is going to happen. That's what I'm promoting this year. This year, development, solid technologies, interviews, talking to people, getting to know them in depth. So, all right, let's check out the chat. Binance account for sale, 1 BTC. Oh, that's a ban. Do not ever buy Binance accounts. But you brought up a great issue. I think that is an amazing issue that you brought up, which is the fact. So someone pointed this out as well. Basically, all the big cryptocurrency exchanges, they have closed their accounts opening process. You can no longer register for Bittrex or even Binance open and close again, because of course there's so many people are flooding into cryptocurrency right now. So we definitely have a lot of new players, new money, weak hands, but of course they can't even like put that money in right now. That's the scary part. So I think altcoin season, it's just starting. The markets are just flooded with new users, lots of money changing hands right now. Do not buy an account, please, guys. This is just a warning. If you buy an account, Bittrex, Binance, people are charging like 1 Bitcoin. What the hell? Guys, I know you guys want to jump in, but if you buy an account, you risk losing all your money. That's just as simple as that. None of these exchanges will offer support to you if you buy an account. And these exchanges right now, because they're so flooded with new messages, there's not going to be any support whatsoever. I've seen, recently HitBTC got a lot of flack for not offering prompt withdrawal times. Deposit times are slow. This is something that's currently affecting the cryptocurrency space. And, I've been speaking out against it. I've been saying, right, they definitely need to just close those gates, and the gates are closed for quite a lot of different exchanges. So please guys, be patient. We just have a comment from someone who says, why the is Bitcoin going down? Please tell us. Welcome to cryptocurrencies. 4% dip. Yeah. Oh, it's funny, we definitely have like a different sentiment here. So we have different people saying, I'm selling my Binance account. I will ban you directly on this chat if you try to sell accounts. I just don't support it. It's just not just risky, but with all your money, that's just stupid. We have Trent McCluskey says, go to KuCoin. Yep, I tried out KuCoin recently. I don't like their user interface, but I tried it out. I think Dragon was listed there. Everyone's hyping about Dragon. I was checking out the exchange. Yeah, it seems okay, but they still also have huge delays. Like I had like giant lags on them. So lots of coins on sale. So I think today we're going to focus on the sale. So crashes are happening. If you guys are new to this space, everyone's calling it a crash, but like I said yesterday, and I spent a lot of time explaining this, so go check out my stream yesterday if you guys are new, about how crashes work in Bitcoin. Bitcoin just crashes every single other day. It just happens. So if you're new to this space, this is something you got to get used to, or it's something that you got to throw away. You got to leave this place, because honestly, if this is stressing you out, if you think this is bad, you have not seen bad. We have been through China FUD, and China FUD was way worse than Korean FUD. So basically right now the market is reacting, especially because CNBC and the Forbes and Reuters, everyone is publishing articles about Korea shutting down exchanges. And the way they phrase it is that this shutdown is already determined. It's already a foregone conclusion. But obviously, if you look at what's happening on Reddit, if you look more closely and do actual research on what is happening, you can see that they're not looking to close and these exchanges. They're looking to stop exchanges from avoiding KYC, AML. They're trying to make exchanges compliant. I think that's a different view. We've known that. If you watch my videos for the past 1 month, you guys probably know that the Koreans want to discourage Bitcoin trading. They want to discourage this kind of bullish behavior, kind of calm it down a little bit, trying to control it. But obviously they've been failing at it. So they're just taking stronger and stronger measures. It's important to know that exchanges are not illegal in South Korea, but they might potentially try to curb that enthusiasm. So right now, in terms of the media, something I really dislike from CNBC and from the general news, and this is, I think, what a lot of newcomers to cryptocurrency space are going to believe in. They're going to believe that there's going to be cops jumping into exchanges, shooting their guns, blowing them up. I don't know how that happens. I think it's just that the movie mentality. They're gonna think these special ops forces are gonna attack these exchanges or something. So what's happening is that it seems like that they're being accused, some exchanges, for example, I think one was pointed out on the news for BitThumb, they were accused of being, of course, not compliant with AML, KYC procedures. They're looking into it, they're investigating this, but that doesn't mean the exchanges are going to close. Next thing up on the agenda is also, of course, this is a very similar pattern to what happened during the China FUD. So during China FUD, the fear, uncertainty, and doubt, there was this rumor that, of course, China was going to ban cryptocurrencies. It was going to ban exchanges. So that happened when Caixin published an article, and it was unfortunate, but everyone started getting afraid, and for, I think, a 2-week period, for 2 whole weeks, we had the markets on a full decline every single day. If you guys aren't prepared for something like this, because of course, media is definitely going to pound on Bitcoin. That's a foregone conclusion. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. So let's just say that, of course, media is going to pound on Bitcoin. There's going to be a lot of weak hands exiting. So this is why the more experienced players, they're looking for a sale. They're looking for a sale. This is why there's positive growth as well. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to slow down chat a little bit. It does seem like chat is getting a little bit obnoxious. We have VJ, thank you so much for donations. I'm not going to talk about coins right now, so I think you want to talk about BitClave. I'll add it to my list, but of course, I just want to talk about this current market sentiment right now. Focus more on the markets, not about new coins today, guys. So not accepting any requests for that. So anyways, what I'm going to want to talk about is just generally do a little bit of hand holding to anyone who's new here. And I'm just going to go and let me just do this. I'd like to thank you guys again so much for watching as well. So let me just go and check how to do this. Creator Studio. Where's my live video? So right now I'm just going to slow down chat. I'm just finding out, wow, we got 1,000 something people watching, 1,500 people watching. I think a lot of people are definitely afraid of what's happening on the markets. So I think definitely I want to talk about this a little bit more, try to get you guys on the direction that people are thinking and feeling. So of course, let me just enable slow chat. I'm going to apologize for this. I'm going to put a 20-second delay on chat. That way that chat goes a little bit slower and I can read the comments. So here we go. So if you guys aren't reading r/cryptocurrencies, you guys can definitely check it out. Of course, that is where a good place of the news is coming. So we have CNBC saying crypto banning is banned in Korea and China is next. Fake news. CNBC guys. Like, this is what's causing this fear, uncertainty, and doubt. This is what's causing the markets to go down. It's because of negative media like this. They're basically saying China orders closure of Bitcoin mining. We talked about this yesterday. This does not affect anything. So I don't know why this is all on the news. Okay, China orders closure of Bitcoin mining. So what? And they're not doing it anyways. Like these two things are not foregone conclusions, and they're not going to affect the markets. That's the truth of this. But of course, maybe CNBC, they want to generate hype. They know that Bitcoin is hot. They know that pounding on it and saying, hey guys, this is going to go to shit. You guys should watch it. Watch us now. That's how media gets attention. It's actually much harder to say, yeah guys, you know, this stuff, take it with a grain of salt, guys. Do your own research. No one really cares. People just want those clashy titles saying, hey, what? Bitcoin, South Korea banning cryptocurrency trading, China ordered the closure of Bitcoin mining, Senator hearing into the risks of cryptocurrency trading. Boom, it's over, guys. Let's cause a crash because they love doing that. So there we go, guys. Fake news. No FUD. That's how FUD happens. That's fear, uncertainty, and doubt. So that's how it happens. It happens because media pounces on this. Guys, take different opinions, of course. So yes, I'm promoting r/cryptocurrency in this space. Of course, a lot of people, like the market sentiment, you can really read from just r/cryptocurrency too. You know, we got comedies coming up all over this place. You know why there's comedies? It's because people are a little bit stressed. I've talked about this in the past. When you have a lot of feelings, people usually post images. It's just a general trend. So we have this one I found was really funny. Newcomers just looking at this market, comeback money. That's what's gonna happen. But of course, the more experienced veterans, you know, I was reading the Twitter chat. Of course, I was just asking you guys how you guys are feeling today. Twitter chat was like, yep, just hoping for more of a market crash. Anyone who's more experienced in this place, they're looking for it. And of course, you know, we got these memes coming in. Yeah, it's fine. We got everything burning. This meme never gets old, says Kyle Sheraton. So definitely, I'm feeling, of course, I'm excited for what's happening. I'm definitely going to look for sales in the cryptocurrency market space right now. Of course, you definitely want to be able to protect your position. That's something that I've been talking to recently. So I'm definitely going to look into protecting some various position. Of course, there's definitely cryptocurrencies that are falling, looking for those sales in the sec. We also have Eric Austin says, it's weird how bullish this dip is. Oh, I slipped, by the way. Not financial advice, my personal opinion. This is a personal stream. I'm just sharing what I have with these guys. Guys, take everything with a grain of salt, even me, of course. You know, if you want to trust CNBC, go ahead. I don't mind. It's the news. On TV, guys. On TV. But yeah, that's my personal opinion on the things, guys. Take it and leave it. Trust Reddit. Reddit's always got, you know, different opinions. Don't always trust Reddit, but use it as a counterbalance to these points. Of course, what I'm gonna say is that it's gonna FUD more in the future. I mean, that's given. I think that is just a foregone conclusion that CNBC, Forbes, Reuters, they're gonna pound on Bitcoin. It's so hot this year. People love hearing when things go down. They're like, yeah, fuck those Bitcoin guys. Yeah, those guys who made so much money. All right. These streams, obviously, they're gonna be much more raw. So, oh, by the way, Eric, thank you so much for putting the timestamps yesterday on yesterday's video. I really appreciate it. I pinned the comment so everyone can see it. Obviously, a lot of people have been complaining that, of course, the streams are too long. And I think it's not the fake news one. So generally with my videos, the daily videos are the shorter ones. The longer streams like these ones, they're going to be the ones that are a bit longer and you can view different things. So Eric, thank you so much for having a timestamp. So usually what happens is YouTube directly publishes these videos online, and of course that means it's really hard to do timestamps. So thank you so much for Eric for doing that. And if you guys want to volunteer, do help communicate with me on Telegram. That's a great way to communicate and say and, you know, just chat. So we have the Neos tech giveaway. I'm gonna gauge the interest on the Neo DevCon. I'm thinking of going, but if you guys aren't interested, do tell me, because then I won't be wasting my time. This year, there's so much happening in cryptocurrency space. You know, there's also another Chain conference. So these things are popping up. People are like telling me to go. We got these teams also asking me to go. So of course, I'm gonna ask you guys what you guys want to see. We also see Walton Chain. People are talking about Walton Chain. Yes, that is cool. V-Chain, people are saying you should go. So many places that I can show you guys, and definitely want to ask your guys' opinion on that. And yet again, thank you so much, Eric. Check out yesterday's video if you guys want an explanation on the Korean FUD a little bit deeper. You know, we took the Korean FUD really happened during this live stream. So what happened was that we really saw the market dipping and then recovering. Of course, there's still more FUD coming. I think it's important to stress out that there's more FUD coming. You know, yesterday we had these sensationalist topics, major cryptocurrencies raided by the police. Wow, look at that. Look at that terminology coming in, man. Extreme, next level media entering this space, guys. And of course, I want to thank you so much, CJ, for your $10 donation. Thank you, Mike. Keep up the great stuff. Guys, if you guys want to show appreciation, smash that like button. That really helps, you know, get that news across. This isn't going to be the end of the world. We have 1,000 people watching right now. Let's just smash up the likes. Let's bring those likes all the way up to 1,000. If half of you guys do it, if all of you guys do it, we can get 1,700 likes over here. That would be great to just alert people of what's happening on the media. I mean, we have this kind of counter arguments coming through. You know, we have the CEO of Binance, Zhao Chenpeng. We also have a video on Binance. I'm going to try to edit that. I've been so overflocked with videos, but the CEO of Binance, super respect for him for creating an exchange that works well. They, of course, closed their registration right now. You can't even register for a Binance account. And of course, he is dishing out those insults on Warren Buffett, because Warren Buffett went on the news yesterday and said, yeah, it doesn't really understand cryptocurrency. And he's always been hating crypto for a while. I mean, if you guys saw him for the past 6 months, he's like, yeah, He hates gold and hates digital gold. He hates Bitcoin. He hates gold. He likes different projects. And I totally respect for him for that. He made so much money. There's definitely other things you can do. And I think in this space, if you guys are afraid of these 4%, 10%, 20% dips, and you're gonna call these crashes, why is Bitcoin crashing? Why are the streets red with blood? Then you guys probably want to leave. This is important. It's not like let's just save everyone's sanity here. Let's save everyone's sanity here. Crypto is definitely for the strong hands, but of course it's so risky. We know that there is a bubble looming over the corner. That is something that I talked about yesterday. Andreas Antonopoulos said, you know, the biggest promoter of Bitcoin cryptocurrencies, he's like, yeah, Bitcoin is a bubble. Let's not kid ourselves here. It is a bubble. But of course, everything is a bubble. That was his counter argument. He's like, yeah, because interest rates are low, the housing markets, right, the stock markets, everything is a bubble. If you just look at the housing prices right now in Asia, they're just like, so there we go, guys. That is what's happening right now. We're always looming over a bubble. This is not for the weak-hearted. Cryptocurrency is not for the weak-hearted. It is for the strong. And that's why if you see this on CNBC, it's gonna purge those weak hands. It's gonna purge those weak hands. And I think it's something that's very necessary in the space, because we had basically we had the holiday season, we had Christmas, we had New Year, we had Hanukkah, we had a gathering for family, and of course a lot of gifts were given during that family period, and that might have been cryptocurrencies. It might have encouraged a lot of new people to come into the space because they hear, yeah, my brother just 88x on an ICO. They hear the survivor bias. They hear, you know, this is something I talked about before. People love to hear success stories. People love that. People love to hear, yeah, 80 times on Dragon Chain. Whoa, Kanye, 8 times, 8-fold, more money, money multiplier. People feel that's what's coming into cryptocurrencies. I saw a few videos yesterday on YouTube that were super disgusting, just talking nonsense about a cryptocurrency. Not gonna point out which channel, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Just pointing out nonsense about cryptocurrencies. They don't talk about the fundamentals, like the market cap, like the potential for the future, what the technology means. They don't care. They don't bring people into that channel to talk about it. That's what I'm trying to do, guys. That's what I've been trying to do. But of course, I'm not saying I'm the best. I'm just saying that there's a lot more of this like quick buck mentality, and that's not gonna be something that is long-term sustainable. You can't 8x every day, guys. Think about it. You know, my mom just recently picked up she didn't pick up, she got sold. Okay, so she's near retirement. They were trying to sell her one of these insurance schemes that's a 20-year, you deposit your money into it. They'll give you back interest every year for 20 years. So you basically have to deposit your money. You have to like hold your money there for 20 years, and they give you basically, I think, 2% back per year. Just think about that. I was just like disgusted. She's like retiring, and she's, 20 years is a long time. You know, by the time she's 80, she can withdraw when she's 80. I don't know why they sold her that. And the second thing is you get like 2%. So I don't just like this. This really reinforces my distaste for the banking sector. You know, they're just selling these plans. They don't care about the person. They just want to sell and show out their shitty plans. 1%, 2% a year. If the market grows, you'll get a little bit better. But that's what traditional money is more like. That's what, you know, the non-bubble is like technically. Here we get some insane amounts of growth, but of course we get insane amounts of risk as well. Risk and reward. So yeah, we got realism. Yes, tell mom to buy Bitcoin. Definitely. That's the thing I saw. I said, go refund that crap, please. Just because they got this remorse period as well, buyer's remorse period. Thankfully they did. I told her, go refund that POS piece of shit contract from the big banks. 1%, you can just shove that up. You can get that in a day in crypto. But of course, that's not what we're all here for. All right, the markets are growing. Some people probably made some incredible gains, especially if you picked up VeChain. So VeChain also just, I was talking about this. This is just a lucky, all right? I think this is lucky as well. The coinciding of my picking of it, I think it was lucky twice with some big events. So if you guys picked that up, congratulations to you. But this won't happen all the time. I'm not saying buy this, all right? This is not financial advice. I'm not saying buy this. But if you guys did, congrats to you guys. They have lots of partnerships. Look at what they're trying to do. Look at their core essentials, their futures, the partnerships, the real partnerships. Look into this closely. Take this as an opportunity to learn. Look at other cryptocurrencies too, Ethereum, Bitcoin, understand why these coins are so awesome. I think it's everything during altcoin season, people are like, oh man, this is gonna destroy Ethereum, this is gonna destroy Bitcoin. We had this comment coming through. Some kid was like, Ripple is gonna be more decentralized than Bitcoin. Like fuck you. Fuck you for spreading that disinformation. Like, honestly, like, you guys come in, make these shitty videos, spread these fake things. Don't fall for that crap. Like look into why decentralization is important. Look into hash power. I know some people criticize Bitcoin for having so much hash rate, for burning basically electricity. It is not basically eco-friendly. I totally admit that, but it is the safest consensus algorithm out there. Look and understand into mining pools. Mining is actually more decentralized than what social media criticizes it for. Look into the core, man. Look into the core. Understand what's going on. People always just bash Bitcoin and saying, oh yeah, it's like 60% in China. Well, then it's good news. Then it's good news that China is not subsidizing this more. We can get it into more countries, decentralize that. We also have GMO, a very big Japanese company. They're making ASICs and they're trying to push up the hash rate as well. Mining is going to be more decentralized, and mining is the original proof consensus mechanism. It is proof of work. Work is being done. That is also what gives cryptocurrencies value as well, because it's tied to the cost of electricity. That's how it used to be back in my day, back in class of 2012. That's how it worked. Basically, Bitcoin mining wasn't very profitable. It was Bitcoin prices were tied to electrical prices. So, you know, look into the past. We also have atomic swaps coming in this year, Lightning Network coming this year. There's so much scaling solutions coming in this year. So there you go. We also have Michael Soros. Mike, who are you now? I do get angry sometimes. You know, I do get angry. I do have my personal opinions. This year, of course, I'm gonna try new things. You know, creatively speaking, I felt like December I was just gonna like chill out. I was burning out a little bit. I wasn't, you know, it got into a routine. This is why I'm flipping things out this year. I'm changing how I work fundamentally. Basically, I'm going to speak out against things I don't believe in. I'm going to speak for things I do believe in. It's going to be a wild ride. I'm going to declare what I own. Of course, there's this whole controversy right now about YouTubers and media, blah, 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 blah. Obviously, we're going to have our prejudices. Obviously, we're going to have our biases. Go look at other channels. But if a channel tells you that Ripple is going to be more decentralized than Bitcoin, you should say this and get the fuck out. All right. Or they can be entertaining and they can be fun to watch. I don't know, whatever. You guys do whatever you want. But, of course, Ripple has the advantage of being more centralized. That's its advantage, right? It is more centralized because the banks want it like that. So I'm not just shitting on Ripple. I'm not saying it's bad, all right? I believe in decentralization. That's what I feel is the most valuable aspect of Bitcoin. The fact that it's a store of value, the bank can't touch it. And, of course, with Ripple, there's a freeze function. You can freeze accounts, right? So Ripple has the advantage. If you guys want more payment focused, then go for Ripple, right? So I'm not saying that Ripple is the worst, but I'm just saying like there's different advantages and disadvantages. And for Ripple personally, I don't think the banks are going to use the XRP. I think they're going to use the Ripple mechanism, the Ripple protocol, but not the XRP. That's my personal hunch. So take it as you leave it. Take it or leave it. There we go. So I think, thank you guys so much for tuning in the chat as well. And I just want to thank you guys yet again for smashing that like button. We have 600 smashed likes up here. Thank you guys so much for watching. 1,888 people watching right now. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to do these live streams more often. We have seen a tremendous growth on the number of people watching these live streams. So if you guys want to get notified of these live streams, follow me on Twitter. It's Twitter/Boxmining. And I got to thank you guys yet again. I have a cool little check mark next to my name now. So if you guys see, there's these check marks now. Yeah, the Boxmining check mark. Yeah, that is because YouTube appreciates your support. YouTube's like, yeah, we're gonna verify your account. This just happened yesterday. I'm pretty excited for that. Yet again, Sasha, do check out that cool video. I understand what they're trying to do. That's pretty cool as well, guys. So many different coins out there. Of course, I can't talk about them all. That's why we have the community voting thing as well. So just an update on what's happening on this channel as well. If you go to this channel, you go to community, there's a vote. We're definitely going to talk about Icon next. It seems like Icon might be winning, but I think just show more support. If you guys get more support on here, tell me what you guys like. It's not always a foregone conclusion. I might just pick up video, like I might switch things out and just pick up things from the live stream. I'm not sure how to do this so far, but I'm definitely going to look at Icon. I'm going to Korea next week. This is going to be really exciting, guys. I'm actually going to be on the ground in South Korea to report on this stuff. I'll be offering a different opinion from CNBC. I'm going to talk to actual Koreans, see what they are thinking. That is going to happen next week. I'm going to work with I'm going to speak at, rather, the Jabral Network. I've been working with them for a while, getting my slides ready. That's going to be cool. I'm trying to find a way to record that, maybe live stream it. It's going to be really fun. And of course, South Korea is going to be really interesting. So I'm pretty excited for that, as long as things don't blow up. So if things do blow up, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But anyways, but it's still on. I've talked to my contacts there. It's still on. We're still good. Next week, South Korea, maybe Taiwan as well. I actually want to check out Quantum meetups happening in Taiwan next week. Neo is happening on the week after that. So much happening. One Chain conference is also happening. There's so many people contacting me. That is why I'm getting burned out. I'm like, oh, I want to go to all of these things. But you know, at the end of the day, you can't go to all of them. So it's great. Yes, Lee said, did you say Jabral Network? Yes, I did say Jabral Network. I'm not sure if you're gonna shit your pants, but I don't know. I haven't looked so much into them. I was invited to speak from a friend that I met in FinWise. So this is Ben. He's a student and he was at one of the cryptocurrency communities. He's helping organize the event with the Jabral Network. That's how I got invited, and that's why I said, okay, sure, yeah, I've known you for a while. I want to follow up. He invited me to 2 conferences in South Korea. I unfortunately couldn't go to them, but this time I said yes. So check mark. Michael, BSC44, Michael for a CNBC interview, maybe, but of course we got some cooler guys on CNBC. We got, I think it was not CNBC, but let me check who it was. Binance was on, Binance CEO, let's see, I think Binance CEO on Zhao Chengpeng was on something. Yeah, he was live. What was this? Bloomberg, he was on Bloomberg. Yeah, go on Bloomberg, check out Zhao Chengpeng. CZ. My man, this guy he created the cryptocurrency unicorn. Yeah. Remember Zilliqa and Nebulous? Yeah, Zilliqa's pretty cool, man. Zilliqa, I was looking them up. I've been looking up. So in terms of coins I've been looking up, I'll discuss them at the very end, but I'll talk about different cryptocurrencies and stuff at the end. I promise this will be a shorter stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're going to do this every single day, hopefully, or at least maybe 3 or 4 days. I'm going to do it a little bit shorter, but I'm going to try to answer questions as to what you guys are feeling, as to what's happening on the news. Of course, you know, after talking about this, just read the Reddit, basically. This huge war between this media, modern media, and Bitcoin. It's really hitting its highs right now. That is why we're going to see these dips in the market. And my personal opinion is, if it's too much for you, do leave, because it's too crazy. It is too crazy. Like, you know. We also had some jokes. I found this hilarious. This is a hilarious quote. If you don't have 2FA on your exchange accounts, just fucking unfollow me, all right? And then I'm not sure if this is fake or not. Some guys are like, yeah, 2FA, the next XRP. You know, like, we do have people like that. We do have people who don't understand what's happening. 2FA is two-factor authentication, if you guys don't know. Basically, it's securing up your cryptocurrency exchange accounts. If you guys are new to this space, really quick announcement. If you guys are new to this space, you want to secure up your accounts because cryptocurrency transactions cannot be reversed. It is not you who is important in crypto. It is your private key. If your private key gets compromised in any single way, it's gone. If you store in your account in exchanges, as much as I like CZ, exchanges are not the safest place to store your cryptocurrencies. Exchanges have been hacked in the past. I have personally been a victim of exchange hacks in the past. My money was in Mt. Gox. Guys, look up Mt. Gox. What happened there? Basically, they one day declared, guess what? We've been hacked. Our accounts are closed. 4 years later, after all these lawsuits, nothing. Haven't seen any single cent of the balance I had on Mt. Gox. It'll probably take maybe 5 years. Lawyers, right? They probably just burn all that money gone. Good job. Cryptocurrencies, it allows for contracts, smart contracts, it allows for privacy, but you need to keep that private key safe, guys. So get your ledgers out. Let me see, where's my ledger? Get your ledgers, get your Trezors. Do I have my Trezor here? I got a Trezor tag. This is my Rob Me tag from Trezor. Don't tell anyone that you have it. Of course, I'm showing you guys this, but that's because I thought it would be cool. But technically speaking, you shouldn't show anyone you have any of these things. I have multiple lying around. Oh, I shouldn't have said that either. That was my defense mechanism. Oops. So WREN says, when do you think things will normalize again? So it depends on what's happening in South Korea. I think that's a really good question. So you guys are hoping for a bull run yet again. So this is like, hey, when next pump? When's that pump coming? Yeah. So yeah, so what's happening is that right now people are waiting for things to normalize. I think we're gonna go through a procedure of learning. This is gonna last the whole year. Like, we're gonna go through these FUD cycles and the pump cycles. So FUD cycles, sometimes they last 2 weeks. Just a warning to you guys, especially during China FUD. That was a 2-week crisis. Like, we were being hit hard. So I'll expect something similar. Depends on what's happening in South Korea. We're gonna wait for the news. This is where your technical analysis breaks down. This is where people, like, I saw comments when people drawing these weird shapes on Bitcoin and they think like they know their stuff. I'm not shitting on technical analysis. Technical analysis can work. But of course, when you get hit by major news events like this, and when whales come, I mean, guys talk about whales all the time, man. That's real, man. Like, people who own a lot of Bitcoin and they're not afraid to use it, it's like poker chips, right? You know, I heard rumors that before if someone figures out news of something that's going to happen, they might do is that they'll just dump their coins, cause a market crash, and then pick them up for cheap, and then voila, when the news gets released, it gets pumped. That's called whale tactics, right? That's now become quite a common phrase in cryptocurrencies. Whale tactics. They also might have big sell walls. They might place a giant sell wall. If you guys are following VeChain, every day the conversation is about, killing whales, guys, killing whales. Fuck you, whale and dolphin. But yeah, so killing those whales, killing the one because they put up these giant sell walls. You can't pass them unless you have thousands or hundreds of Bitcoin, and that's a problem. So it's very real. Just market manipulation here. Like, people are like, oh, I suspect there is market manipulation. Dude, unregulated markets. This is the Wild West. If you don't assume that, I don't know what you're doing. This is a foregone conclusion that there's tons of manipulation on the markets. There are banks in here. We just recently had, the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, Chicago Board of Options Exchange, CBOE, CME, they both entered. You know, there's big banks in this situation right now. Bitcoin is highly volatile. It's the same with the stock market. It's just that it's more obvious here in stock market as well. And just reminder, guys, there's Chinese here too. Not to despise Chinese, but Chinese, there's strong market control sentiments there. You know, the phrase 控盘 is very common, controlling the market, right? Market making. This is extremely common. They are not on your side. They want to maximize profits. They just want to take that money. They want to just this is the news, right? This is what they want to do. This is what they want to do. You know, I want you to throw that money. It's gonna just keep dumping until you can't stand it anymore, until you thought you got in far enough, and then boom, it's gonna explode. But when it explodes, we don't know. It's the market makers. Unfortunately, I'm not in a position to be a market whale. So yeah, we got Rafa who says, "We people together, we are whale." Yes, eventually we can reach that point that we are whale, but yeah, hopefully. Chicken and cow use dolphin whale as escape goat. Fuck you, dolphin! Man, I love that episode of South Park. It's the best. I want to be a whale. Me too, man. I want to be a whale. Chris Wick says VTrash is centralized garbage. It's a very classic example of market control. So Bitcoin Cash, if you guys followed Bitcoin Cash, basically it was a fork of Bitcoin. Basically, if you want to explain it in the easiest way, basically there was a disagreement with Bitcoin, so they forked off, and then they had the exact same transaction history up to a certain point. That means anyone who was holding Bitcoin also had Bitcoin Cash. They changed a few parameters in Bitcoin. It's not I wouldn't say an upgrade, because Bitcoin can also change those parameters immediately. You're basically changing, yep, I want an 8 megabyte block. I can change that to any size. The downside of large block sizes is that it takes a lot more memory, because blocks never get deleted, which means you're gonna accumulate more and more into that blockchain. Is going to grow and grow and grow. So anyway, so Bitcoin Cash, people basically were forked, which meant that if you're holding Bitcoin, you also got Bitcoin Cash. And when Bitcoin Cash was created, there were many dumps, right? So people were like, oh, there's dumps, and people didn't believe it. I don't believe in it, and then people just threw that away. But of course, people were also buying that up. So market makers were buying that up. They're like, okay, if you guys want to sell your Bitcoin Cash, sell it to me. Let's buy it up. And then, of course, famously, Roger Ver moved a lot of money into a few exchanges, and then boom, the price went up. He created this hype. He started talking about it. It's important in this space to realize that hype, perceived value, is very important. So all of a sudden, it exploded all the way up. Actually, this was the explosion. This is the explosion. So exploded all the way up to 2000. And then, of course, it dumped. And then, of course, it was, oh shit, that dump came. This is what angers people about cryptocurrency markets. This is the downside. So this is why, people hate shillers. Shillers, evil. Because, of course, this happened. So after the pump, it went all the way down to around 1,000. And this happened really overnight. Like, if you were there for the whole Bitcoin Cash episode, it basically went up to 2,000. People were like, oh, Bitcoin Cash is going to replace Bitcoin. And I had to make these emergency videos. I'm like, guys, calm down. Like, I had to just like, guys. And people are like so into it. They're like, Bitcoin Cash, they're going to replace Bitcoin tomorrow. Bitcoin is going to become a, bottom 50 cryptocurrency. The king is dead. The flipping is now. We had so much excitement. Everyone was pushing that argument up. I had no idea why people were pushing that and falling for that. But anyways, it went all the way up, then it dumped. And then, of course, there's new market makers coming in, and it's going to follow that. So it does seem like Bitcoin Cash has survived. And I think a lot of people, hats off to people who are behind that movement. I don't believe in it because there's a parameter change on Bitcoin, but of course, more people can get into cryptocurrency through Bitcoin Cash because there are people who are strongly shilling it, especially in Asia and South Korea. It's quite hot. So that was a fun time. That was a really fun time. So Roger Ver was the one who was there, We have don't blame your ignorance on McAfee. McAfee was a celebrity, well, is a celebrity, but I think people were, I think he's joking this week. So we're gonna see next week what's gonna happen with John McAfee. What we know with pumps are that they don't just happen once. I think this is a great example. I think I was talking about this during the whole Bitcoin Cash pump. I mean, pumps don't happen once. Even Vitalik at this point, during the pump, he was like hats off to you, Roger. Hats off to you, all these Bitcoin Cash supporters, Dead Linux or something like, I can't pronounce your name, but hats off. Vitalik was just saying hats off to you guys. Bitcoin Cash almost passed Ethereum at that point. And then of course we had this drop, and then we're talking about pumps don't just happen once, and voila, we have the second pump. It happens. It depends on what side you're on in cryptocurrency, what you're trying to look for. Like I said, I'm looking for projects that I think are stronger in the long term. I don't swing trade. That is something I don't do. A lot of people think I do, but you guys watch me. I'm on streams for like 2 hours, 3 hours a day, and I make videos. I don't have time to swing trade. I don't really believe that swing trading is the right thing for me. I think it's extremely dangerous, especially in this market, because if you sell your position and it explodes, that's going to be pretty catastrophic. I always try to avoid doing that myself, and I usually just trade content when I feel like I want to trade. I just like to create content. That is what we're doing. So we have different opinions. We have AKCG says, do you think Tron will survive? I think there's going to be a great purge. Right now, Tron, it did have a pump. Then, of course, we're going to see that pumps like Bitcoin Cash, they don't just happen once. I think we know that all in that space. I personally don't believe in the Tron project, mostly because I don't like plagiarism. But that's a personal thing. You guys can go for it. They got Tron dogs or something. I don't know if you guys are into that. On the topic of Tron dogs, of course, the Chinese clones are out. There's tons of clones on different CryptoKitty clones out there. It's gonna be amazing. We just have the best comment, Eric. Thank you so much for the comment. Don't trust Vitalik. Alien AI. He is here to create Skynet, very likely. And also check out Sasha. Sasha from Waves. I think he's Vitalik's dad. He is super smart. I think there are rumors that he doesn't sleep. So that, if you're looking for it, there's this rumor that this guy doesn't sleep. He works 24 hours a day nonstop for weeks on end. If that's not a sign that you are an extraterrestrial alien, I don't think what is. So do check out that video. It's got some really great fundamentals. Of course, he's showing his own platform, obviously, but it's great to listen to what they're trying to build. And of course, just on Waves, last bit on Waves. So this is for fun. This is all for fun yesterday. So I created the Crash token. So if you guys, I was talking about the token creation process. So yesterday on the live stream, I created my own token. So that's possible on the Waves platform, and it gets immediately listed. So all that hype words coming in. This is the cheapest token out there, I think. We basically sold out. So let's just take a look at Crash token. I made 1 billion of these because our $1 billion tokens are very hot right now because they're cheaper. We talked about this idea of unit bias. So we have the BPE index right here. So this is just another way of looking at different cryptocurrencies. But of course, this year we did some analysis and said that cheap tokens, people feel like that they're going to pop. So we have so something like Ripple, it's cost $2, but it has a gigantic supply. So I'm using this as a teaching experience, guys. Don't take this too seriously. Crash token is not a real cryptocurrency. This is not an ICO. But what we're talking about here is that Ripple, the price is cheap. People think, oh, $2 is gonna pop. It's gonna go to $4 just like that. Easy game, no problem. But when you make it $12,000, people are like, oh, going to 22,000. Is that really possible? They're gonna doubt. That's called unit bias, guys. We all have biases as human. We're all weak. That's what, science, if you follow scientific training, they train you to be the dullest robots in the world. I'm personally a victim of robot training, but because I'm a victim of that, because I've been trained to be a scientist. If you guys don't know, I have like a chemistry degree, like hardcore real science, making shit in the labs. Things blow up and you die in chemistry if you don't do things properly. I have a chemistry degree but I've been into gaming as well. That's why I understand programming. That's why I understand maths. But this Bitcoin price index, price equivalent index, this was something that I was pushing for a while, and this was the result. So this, thank you, Ride the Lightning, for making this as well. So this was inspired by my post that why don't we put everything instead of the supply? Why don't we remove unit bias? That's what we do in science. We find a way to remove biases. Why don't we view things with the same supply as Bitcoin? So Bitcoin price equivalence is the calculation of price. If the coin had the same supply of Bitcoin, we'll eliminate the supply issue, and then we'll see what price it is. That way you can see if it's cheap or not. We're gonna try to frame things. Obviously, this is not the most accurate. In science, we know that there's many ways to do calculations, and there's so many arguments. There's no right argument. So this one is just another frame to view things. And we've been talking about frames for a while. You know, the change in the formula of coin market cap crashed the markets. So that is also another frame. The changing, removing those Korean values there, they caused a crash. They caused a perceived crash in the cryptocurrency markets. So framing is very important. Exposing yourself to different frames is important too. So let's check out BPE index. We have few people very excited. We have MM excited. Markets are rebounding. Yay! Or no, the sale's over. Now I am antsy. I'm thinking I'm probably missing out on a sale, but you know what? There we go. So Eric says BNB is a safe haven. You know what? If you really want a safe haven, I think you should leave. Go buy that US dollar. US dollar is probably the best haven for you if you guys want, you know, more stability. Rafa says box mining equals to Walter White. You have no idea how much I relate to that, because of course I was actually working on chemicals that could cause potentially cancer, and it's one of the reasons why I left chemistry. I am not Walter White. I have no interest in killing myself for science anymore. So yeah, long mission. We also have, I'm going all in on Crash token. So just going back on the token creation process, I thought this was educational. So yesterday, just a follow up on the Crash token. I made this token for fun yesterday, but I'm using the tactics that people use just to point out the absurdity of all this. So Crash token has 1 billion supply. What is it? Oh wait, total supply. Yeah, it's got 1 billion available right now in my balance. So, you know, I'm pulling this Justin Tron thing. Not to put Tron out there. I'm not gonna say this anymore. But I made this token with massive balance. Then I sold a very small portion of it, and now check out the value in USD. I just created $50,000 worth of value. This is all going to be a learning experience. I'm going to explain to you why that's not accurate. I'm going to explain to you all these things. Just follow this series. I'm probably going to make a shorter version of this, but I thought this was plenty fun. The reason why is because we extrapolate the value of a coin based on the market supply. And of course, if you can sell a few coins and you have a circulating supply, we have that value. So even a market cap is not an accurate reflection of how much it's worth. What it's trading right now doesn't mean that if you can dump it all at that rate, right? If I try to dump the 1 billion tokens at the current price, no one's gonna buy that up. You know, right now at this current state, if you look at the Waves DEX, so this is like the Crash token, it's listed here on a decentralized exchange. This is why I found Waves pretty cool, just like for messing around. So I created this token, it's now listed. If you guys want to search it, just go add token, the Crash token, it is here. Just search for that, that's Crash token. So it's on the Wave DEX, Waves platform here, just try it out in a beta, it's pretty cool. I love the interface here, it is also in beta. So anyways, so we got some transactions happening yesterday on Trash Token. Apparently, people bought all of that. I told you guys not to buy it, but obviously people will buy it. That's what happens in real life. You tell people not to do something, and then people will do it. And then someone flipped it for 10x. That was hilarious. So it was sold out here. This was like the initial sell period. Someone sold it out, and then of course they doubled it. They didn't just double it. They 10x'd, guys. They 10x'd. So this is what my thoughts are. This is kind of like an educational experience on decentralized exchanges, on having fun. People basically sold this token, bought tons of it, bag holders of this token. They had fun. It 10x. So maybe we'll have a token that every time there's a crash, it'll go up in value or something like that. So this is hopefully going to be a learning experience for you guys. Just check it out, play around with it yourself, you know, make your own token, whatever. but just learn how it works. Learn what it's a great way of learning what a supply is. You know, when you create that token, you can issue something, decimal places you can control. You can be like, say, you want to make something that feels more like a normal currency, just add 2 decimal places to it. And you can change the token issues. If you want to make the US dollar, you can make it a reissuable token. And every time you run out of money, you can reissue some tokens to yourself. That's how the US dollar works. It's called quantitative easing, QE. Or you can create a token that has not reissuable, that's more like Bitcoin. So if you want to create a Bitcoin clone, you can make this 21,000 tokens, make it mineable or something. You can be like Bitcoin clone style token. But that's what happens in the cryptocurrency creation process. Basically, the people behind the coin, they get to decide how many coins to issue, and that drastically affects the perceived value of it. So if you like these 2 decimal place things, that's electronium. That was their innovation, so to speak. They basically changed the 8 decimal places of Bitcoin to 2 decimal places and said, oh, people are more used to 2 decimal places. It's much better. It's gonna reach out to audiences much better. In a way, it is true. In a way, it is true. But it's not also. It's also just a variable you change. You basically just change this. Yes, it's 2 decimal places. You change that. It's 8 decimal places. That's how units work. You know. Anyways, there we go. Crash token. Crash token's going up 10x. It's having fun. I'm not gonna sell any. I'm gonna hodl. And then maybe we're gonna crash it during a boom. You know. That's a follow-up on Crash token, guys. So guys, thank you guys so much for watching today. I will take a few more comments and then we are going to just chill out. I'm gonna go play some video games. So I think this is the week I'm gonna treat myself. Weekends are coming. Gonna go and do some activities in the week. Oh, I do have an interview as well tomorrow. So this is Lola's coin. This is Trinity. So obviously you guys know Lola. She's really been talking about, she's Crypto Lola. She made a few videos. She was a really good friend of, she is a good friend of mine. She is my Chinese expert. She basically gives me information what's happening in the space. So shout outs to Crypto. Let's see what she's doing. So Crypto Lola, check it out. She's got some updates with Bodhi, updates of in Crypto. She works inside near the Neo office. She feeds me a lot of information from China. She helped me so much during China FUD. It's just crazy. So shout out to her. I always pay my respects. Why didn't I have? Wait, I didn't subscribe to this. I'm an idiot. But she created a channel. I talked about it a few times, but I'm going to talk about it again. Check out Crypto Lola. Give her some encouragement. Give her some encouragement. She's still new to this space, new to cryptocurrency world. So yeah, check out her channel. She speaks both English and Chinese, but she did interviews in Chinese, and she probably realized, just like I did with Walton Coin, that adding subtitles is the biggest pain in the world. I'm sorry to all you Walton guys. I'll try to get the third video out very soon. But anyways, so she's basically talking about Trinity. So Trinity, in that respect, Trinity is a write-in network for Neo. So I'm going to take a look. I'm going to ask them about why they're doing something like this. What's the need for something like this? It's a scaling solution for Neo. They're also going to do an ICO. I didn't really support write-in doing an ICO, but now that the tokens exploded, I kind of maybe regret not supporting them. So I'm going to check out Trinity Tech. The interview is going to be tomorrow at this time. So I hope you guys are excited for that. I'm organizing that right now with Lola. She may or may not come. I'm not sure if you guys want her to see her, but she is a friend. She has another friend, I guess, who is doing this. So I'm checking it out for them. That's full disclosure. If you guys have it, friends of friends of friends or whatever. But it's going to be fun. I think it's scaling network on Neo. It's going to be something very, very important. But that's how I got there, and I'm really interested to see what they have to offer. And I think that's the important part, just knowing more about where they're trying to go, how it's going to try to change. And this year, of course, just another topic, Neo Developers Conference. Check out developers, check out the future. That's what matters. So yeah, Lola has only 623 subscribers, guys. Go hit that like button, show her some support. She's got some real China news. China's going to be huge this year. Not just saying, but China has been forgotten. And China ICOs, I was talking to my friend, and I said this yesterday, I'll tell you guys again. But basically, China, they're doing ICOs on Telegram, on WeChat more like, but WeChat they're doing on private groups. So what they're doing is they're having these really like shady websites, I would say. Basically, they'll have websites that they have cartoon figures of themselves because ICOs are illegal in China, but they're all just like doing it underground. So underground ICO trading, they're throwing money in, and I got friends who are like, oh, you know where the good ICOs are. You like, give me your ETH address. I'll send you like 10,000, 100,000 ETH. Go gamble that money for me. And my friend's like, we need to draft a contract. And they're like, no, I'll send it to you now. I don't want to miss that boat. That is what's happening in China. And then all this news coming out. It's like, oh my God, I bought this ICO. It's Wu Bei, 5 times. 10倍, 20倍, 30倍, 40倍, like this crazy hype that everything is going to go 40x in China. That is what is happening right now in China for the ICO space. It is ICO absolute fever right there. If you guys think China is gone, they are not gone. They are like back with a vengeance. I was just looking at, I'm not sure if you guys heard about this as well. A-Chain is something I haven't heard about, but like, they basically have every single clone out there. This was the paper I saw yesterday. Like A-Chain, look at the popular dApps out there. They're building this huge ecosystem. I'm sure you guys haven't even heard about A-Chain, but they got like crypto dogs on A-Chain already. Like this is the speed that Chinese people move. They're gonna create content, create this acdogs.hk. It's like, you know what Tron's talking about, the Tron dogs? Well, there's like millions of these crypto dogs, crypto kitties, Chinese clones everywhere. One thing I love and hate about China clones everything. You guys know that for sure. China has a clone for everything, but they just cloned like cash. They clone everything, every single thing out there. So, voila. So that got published in Huffington Post yesterday. It was going around in some of the Telegram groups I was in. I'm like, oh my God, what's A-Chain? We gotta throw money at this. China's going up crazy. Got crypto dogs, man. And I love this because every single dog looks actually, wait, not. They don't look all the same. It's working too. I think the market's working. It works exactly the same as bloody crypto kitties, but just cheaper, I guess. I mean, what, this one is 400 ACT. I think ATT is like $2 right now or $1 right now. Let me just check that thing. A-Chain. A-Chain ACT. $1. So yeah, if you guys want to play is it copying Stokes? Because Stokes, it's copying CryptoKitties. So technically, I would still refer to the original CryptoKitties. But this pattern of behavior, I'm sure if you really go into China, that's one thing I'm looking up. If you really go into China, I'm pretty sure you have like 20 CryptoKitties out there. There was one that was published on CN Ledger as well that I think I retweeted. It was like the 163 was doing it as well. Well, not 163. There was another clone by a big game company as well. NetEase. I totally forgot. I was gonna show you guys that. Who holds Blizzard? I forgot the names. I'll search NetEase cat. Yep, already this one. CryptoKitties clone already popping up in China. We got the NetEase cat. So this is coming up. This is by a big gaming company actually. So they're actually probably gonna innovate on this. So there's NetEase cat coming up. People are just copying it. Where's the link to the site? Where's the actual site for the announcement? Like, I hate it when these websites. So yeah, NetEase was the one that. All right, there we go. There we go. This one, This is the other Chinese clone of CryptoKitties. I'm sure there's like 20 or 50 out there. I'm really sorry to the CryptoKitties team that your idea got copied so much. you know, file your lawsuits or something. I don't know. There's nothing that's going to prevent it because it's not going to be on a decentralized network. People are going to play it regardless. Like you said, QQ still made millions. It's still relevant as AF. Yeah, clones in China, they do work. Chinese people, they love clones. I mean, in fact, when Flappy Bird released, there were like 80 Flappy Birds within the first hour after it got hot, and it was like featured on like the 360 browser and everything. It was crazy back there. So yeah, NetEase is actually legit in terms of a gaming company. They have news and gaming. They're also the representative publishers of Blizzard games in China. So if you want to play World of Warcraft, you're actually using NetEase servers. So this is actually a real gaming company that's into this. They're a big gaming juggernaut as well. So if you look at the games that they make, they have like freaking esports teams, and they have MOBA. They have their own MOBAs as well. So if you look at this, China in terms of MOBA on the iOS, they are legit. They have so many MOBAs. If you want to play League of Legends on your mobile phone in China, they have like really good running versions of that. In China, the development speed is fast. They're geared towards copying an idea. They're not geared towards innovating. They don't care and don't meet up. They always just say, we're gonna do this. It's a factory. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this in X amount of time, and they have like people with whips to whip people to do it. That's how China works. Basically, they're gonna produce content very, very quickly. You'll see everything is a clone of everything. Welcome to China. That's what happens. I was in the space for quite a while. China Dragons, yo. China Dragons. Yeah, they're doing esports as well. TSL Gaming. They really care. They really copy really quickly. But they're coming out with their own CryptoKitties here. This is their logo. They're probably going to spend a lot more time on it. It won't be that fast. It won't be as fast as everything else. But, you know, that's what I was saying. Like, what's your view on Tron Dogs? Well, there's gonna be a million of these things out there. So now it's about who can show it the fastest, who can push out the cast the fastest, and can they even innovate? Like, I was looking for innovation in this space because I think the game style is fun, but it's shallow. So hopefully they'll have stronger gameplay in that sense. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. That was my rant for the day. Check out Crypto Lola yet again. Let's see if her subscribers have gone up. Let's see, we got her in like 70 subs right now. So thank you guys so much for subscribing to Crypto Lola. Check out the video tomorrow. Just like hear what people have to say. It might take a bit longer. And of course, it might be a little bit boring, but that's how life works. You know, you don't get free money in this space. You gotta do your research. You know, if you just followed just tooting my own horn, I'm just dissing myself, and I'm absolutely dissing myself here. If you just follow a YouTuber and they say buy this, buy that, it's not gonna work. Do your own research. You know, at the cost of my own reputation and saying, hey, you know what, do your own research, do your own picks, choose what is cool. That was why I'm featuring different projects, interviewing them this year. This year it's going to be completely different in the way I operate. So this year I'm going to do more innovation. I'm going to be basically looking into projects. I'm going to do looking at projects that I come from trusted sources, because I think this year I'm going to trust my friends more. I made a lot of friends last year. It was really cool hanging out with all of you guys. And of course, I'm going to trust them a bit more because they're going to be the ones finding good projects. It's all about finding good projects right now, not just following all the hype. So I had a cool question just now. What games do I play? If you guys know, I play Hearthstone. Currently in Uncharted 4, trying to finish that up. Chapter 14 right now in Uncharted Thief's End. Such a fun game. That's probably what I'm gonna play after this. I'm just gonna chill out a little bit. Probably not gonna work that much on crypto today. Just a little bit burnt out. Next week I think quite a lot of ICOs were suggested. I'm gonna look and break that down. I'm not sure if you want a live research session. Some people really enjoyed that live research session. Some people really didn't enjoy it because it was very long. I'm still finding the right tone for this. I really enjoy it. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna play Uncharted 4. I still play PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, Hearthstone, Mario is great. Mario Odyssey, great game. Shilling out all those games that I play. I'm a big gamer. Playing I think also I've tried out Civilization on iPad. That was pretty cool, but it didn't feel great. It didn't feel great. Thoughts on Poet? Poet's something I want to look into as well. Stoke says whole thing, trying copying, probably not so bad. Yeah, I got people coming in saying, yeah, I really want projects that just copy. So, all right, Uncharted 4 to the moon. Yeah. Well, we already have last out showing my own, not my own coin. This is the joke coin of the day, Crash token. Crash token all sold out. We're gonna put buy orders in. Why not? Let's put some buy orders in. So if you guys bought Crash tokens, you can try crashing it now. I'm gonna put a buy order in for some Crash tokens. You guys can make that 10x. Let's click buy. I'm gonna buy 2,000, 20,000. Why not? Let me see how this works out. 0.0001. That's a lot. Let me play this a little bit easier. All right, fine, whatever. Click that in. Make some money, guys, for Crash token. Buy it during a crash, whatever. There you go. Have fun. This is totally educational. We're going to see how this experiment works out. I'm going to follow this project for the next week. We're going to discuss a little bit more about token creation process. We're going to discuss a bit more. See if you guys are interested. Comment on this. This is all just educational. Talking about reissuing, non-reissuable tokens, founders share, lockups. These are going to be the educational topics I'm going to talk about next week. So guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Check out this thing if you guys want it. So definitely I am checking the forums. Check out forums.boxmining.com. Check out the Neo competition if you guys are interested in the Neo thing. If you guys aren't interested, do tell me, because in that case, I'm not going to check it out, because that's going to be a waste of time if you guys don't care about it. All right, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. See you guys next time.